Hey everyone, I decided to stop by David Buster's and I thought it'd be useful for anyone wondering what games David Buster's has for kids and other COVID-19 precautions they have during this time. This video only covers rides that David Buster's has for kids. Let's get started. So even before you get into the arcade, they have a sign saying that masks are mandatory. They also have gloves for anyone who needs them next to every game they have. If you've never been to David Buster's before and you're a newbie to arcades, you need to first get something called a power card. Now, because of COVID-19, they're only accepting credit cards, not cash. It's basically a card that lets you play on the games when you roll it with credits. The more money you pay, the more credits the card gets. Credits are like the balance of your card to play games. Each game has its own price and they will be deducted from your power card. Now, when you play these games, they give you something back called tickets. Tickets are like money you earn back for playing these games. And when you do earn these back, you can go and spend the tickets you earn in the Dave and Buster store. Now let's get started for the games for kids. They had a 4-player Hot Wheels station for little kids. This was my favorite because I just loved cars at a little age. And cars were basically my thing every day. The next one they had for little kids was this grabber arm game where you use the grabber arm to collect rolls of tickets from the basket inside. I suck at these. I've probably done them 50 times. The most I've ever gotten was like a wad of 10 tickets. The next game they had is something called Whack and Win. But in my opinion, this game should be called Hit Bait, because I've probably played this game like at least 30 times and the most amount of tickets I've ever gotten was like 40. The next one they had is a classic for any kids that love music. It's Piano Keys. I used to love to play this when I was a little kid, and I still do. It's a great game for anyone who wants to be a musician. They had a cool DC Comics game called Injustice. I think it's also a downloadable app. But ironically, they had a similar game right next to that featured the Marvel characters. They even had a SpongeBob coin pusher game. They also had single player Monopoly, which I found very interesting. And finally, they had another app game, which is basically another Spider-Man game. They also had a dope Angry Birds arcade, a little soccer. They even had 2 skee balls side by side. They also had a huge digital Candy Crush saga. My mom used to be a big fan of this game. They had this other grabber arm game that I thought was pretty fun, except that it had stuffed animals inside. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like this video, and comment. Also, don't forget to click on the notification bell so you get notifications if I post anything.